I think training age is the right reference point. Depending on your background and your history, if you've been training for 4 years, or if you're 30 and you haven't trained ever before, you wouldn't jump on PEDs straight away. The biggest common misconception I find with mental health and PEDs, or the mental changes that follow after taking performance-enhancing drugs, is that what you need to understand is that they're called enhancement. So whatever your natural prerequisite is, whatever you're habitually used to, PEDs are just going to enhance that. If you're naturally an angry person, if you're naturally an aggressive person, I will be completely transparent here. I'm not an aggressive person, so PEDs don't make me more aggressive, but I'm a very emotional person. So I find that PEDs will alter my emotions and my responses to scenarios. So, I've spoken openly about my mental health battles and the ebbs and flows of my mental health. And that's something that I need to take into consideration when I am taking certain compounds or being off or being on, and being self-aware of the fact that my emotions might be a little bit askew, my emotions might be a little bit enhanced because of the supplements that I'm taking. And then I need to be self-aware about that and be more concerned about what's happening around me and how my actions are affecting other people, and being more mindful of that, because I'm very self-aware that when I'm using PEDs, or if I'm in a deficit dieting phase, whatever the case may be, my emotions are like this normally. So if we're in a massive calorie deficit and we're using performance-enhancing drugs, my emotions are like this. So the manic depressive states become a little bit more enhanced, for lack of a better term. So I think the biggest thing that you can do is communicate with people around you, saying, hey, this is how I feel. This is why I feel this way. It's not a reflection of anything you're doing, but this is just the response. And I think the more you can communicate and the more you can be self-aware about certain scenarios and communicate with that with the people that are around you that you love and care about, who love and care about you, because they ultimately just want the best for you. Communication is paramount. And this is something that I definitely think everyone should be aware of before starting PEDs, is that do your research. Understand how things are going to affect you physically, mentally. Talk to people that have been through it, that know it, that understand it, and pay them for their time, essentially, in one way, shape or form. Educate yourself about everything to do with performance-enhancing steroids or performance-enhancing drugs so that you're more self-aware.
In episode 9 of Road Pro Show, Matt says the Joker is a wanted man.
They say the Joker is a wanted man.
Don't put that in.
Matt makes a deal with himself.
I swear, if this doesn't work, I'm going to chop my fucking finger off.
And Matt dives into the mentality that drives his success.
That'll be the biggest thing that destroys me in 10 years' time.
Starring this coffee man, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And last but not least, K-War.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome back to the tube. It's like 9:30 in the morning. I had to deal with a 4-year-old this morning that didn't want to get dressed. That was a great time. She didn't want a bar of it. She was just like, I want to stay in bed and watch YouTube all day. I said, me too, sweetheart. Let's get a coffee. What coffee are you getting, Mitch? Iced oat latte. I'm just not going to open my phone for a couple of hours. No, I left my phone in the car when I trained with Tom yesterday. I just left my phone in the car. I mean, it was an accident, but then I was like, I don't really need it. And it was amazing. So just leave your phone in random places. Why would you look at me like that? Oh, fuck. You don't want to know, mate. You don't want to know.
I guess we'll never know.
All I'm saying is, I've had my back shaved recently. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to have to say your coffee order, because there's no way I know what you're getting. How you going? Not too bad, thank you. Can I please get iced long black? And then whatever this gentleman would like to order, because I can't recite his order.
You already did it?
This is a non-for-profit organisation. There you go.
Palliative care, yeah.
Coffees for good cause. You support palliative care. Amazing. Can we donate? Can I donate? I don't have cash though. Can I donate $20?
$20 is $20, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you very much. Thanks for that.
My pleasure. Imagine if it got declined. Got declined. Nah, you can't do it. No, because now I look like one of those idiots, pieces of shit that just only does nice things when they're being filmed on camera. I would have done that if the camera wasn't here.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
No, I need to change my laugh, remember? After you fucking trolled me last time. No, I'm going to change my laugh now because you fucking trolled me last video. So now every time I laugh today, I'm going to just laugh like... Every time I do anything, I'm just like, okay, now how can Mitch make that into something troll-worthy? We're going to do some posing today, Mitch. I'm very excited. Morning to everyone except people who use more than 4 words for their coffee order. You.
Okay, let's go.
It's so sweet.
So are you.
Cheers. Oh, not on the lens? Fuck the lens, yeah? Nah, fuck me. No one cares about me. Everyone watches this YouTube for you and maybe Mario. I had treatment with Mario yesterday. It was actually really good. Do you want to see?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if it still looks the same. Look at that shit. So he like full fixed my rib and everything. I feel so much better. Like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't take a deep breath in yesterday. Sneezing, coughing was excruciating. I can't deadlift because I can't brace and wear a belt. I don't know what I did to my rib. It completely fucked it. But then he fixed it in one session. It's all done. It's all better. So I'm gonna pull 300 today. It's like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Oof. So classic is obviously where we're gonna be at. Yeah. How old are you?
26.
26. I remember when I was 26.
You still are, man.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
How old am I? 33. All right, calm down. I'm 32. Yeah, fuck off. I'm 3 years off being a Masters competitor. Oh, actually, look at that though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What the fuck?
Goes for one walk in the sun, diets for 2 weeks. That's what happens. All right, let's go. So front relaxed. What we'll do is we'll go through all quarter turns. We'll go through all mandatories. I'll have a look at everything first, see where you're at, and then we'll go through again, and then I'll start to make some critiques and like some cues and some stuff like that. So I just want to see exactly where you're at first. So now ICN Classic, they'll do side tricep as well, don't they? Never in my wildest dreams did I think that I'd be staring at naked men for a living. It's pretty good. Good. Face front. All right. Cool. Relax for me. Take a breath. Okay. So one of the biggest, I wouldn't say things to overcome, but one of the biggest things that I like to tweak for a lot of people posing, especially when they come to me early, and especially when they pose in the off season, right? Amazing that you're coming to me early. I always recommend people come to me and pose early. There's nothing worse than someone coming to me 2 weeks out and being like, fix my posing. I'm like, cool. The problem with that is when you're a little bit fluffier, you're a little bit bigger, you're a little bit heavier, you try and pose and compact yourself to make yourself look leaner, right? When we need to think about posing like we're on stage, we need to think about like we're already peeled, we need to think about we're in the best condition of our life. We need to look as big as possible, right? So that's going to be the biggest thing about your posing is because right now you're kind of posing a little bit cramped, a little bit hunched, trying to squeeze out a few more lines because you don't look stage lean, right? But what you're doing is you're basically just you have a big frame. You're a big frame kid. What's your weight right now? Yeah, so we'll say like the 90 kilo mark. Like 90 kilos is a big frame. Like you're not fat by any stretch of the means. So we need to make that look even bigger. We need to take that frame and make it look bigger. So that's what we're gonna do with posing, all right? Cool. So first thing what we're gonna do here is open your legs up a little bit. So open them up and then externally rotate. So our adductors are still touching in the middle, right? And now when you open up into that X frame, we look so much more proportionate and we look so much more symmetrical. So many guys will pose and their quads will be front on. And like, I don't have the best quads ever, but like they look even worse there. But the second that I turn them out and externally rotate, see how I just get that X frame, right? That's what we're really aiming for. So hop back in for me, right? So whatever's closest to the judges is gonna look the biggest, whatever's furthest away is gonna look the smallest. So what I like to do just slightly is just pull our hips back just a touch, yep. So it brings out our quads a little bit more and then lean just slightly forward, cool. So now what that does is it gives you that illusion of the waist being a little bit smaller, shoulders being a little bit higher, a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. Now again, it's only like those 1% differences, but that can make the difference between first place and third place on a bodybuilding stage, 100%. Cool? Yeah, so we've used this before. So when we're thinking of like in every pose, so we're in a front relaxed, we're holding the broomstick. When we're in a quarter turn, we're holding the broomstick. Same thing, rear relaxed, holding the broomstick. So a lot of people will be kind of like scooped under. A lot of people will be kind of like not parallel. So using that broomstick, or at least the idea of holding the broomstick, will rotate you and then keep everything nice and square. Cool? Whenever we're doing any pose, front, side, whatever it is, we want to work from the floor up and we want to work our way back down. Yeah. So the first thing that I'll do every time I get into a pose is set my feet up, turn my quads on, hit a pose, and then I'll remember to turn my quads back on. Because the amount of time the guys will set up, hit a pose, hit that pose, and then everything from the lower half just gets turned off because they're so thinking about hitting a front double that the quads just go to shit. All right, so what I want you to do is to set up, rather than being like directly front on like a bodybuilder, we want to try and be a little bit more classic with it, right? So I like to put all of my weight on one foot, quads turned out like always. We want to try and make them look as big as possible at all times. So I'll put all my weight on one leg, cock the other leg, cock the hip just a touch, and then pull up into that front double. So just it gives you that little bit of extra flow, that X frame, rather than just standing front on and hitting a front double. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let's play around with that a little bit. And then we're just gonna throw these elbows forward just a touch. Look how much bigger those biceps look there. Look at that. Look at that shit. Good. Come up and forward. That's better. Look at that shit. Ah! Cool. Chest to the ceiling. Always think Arnold chest. So chest up, Arnold chest. Good. Perfect. Drop the hands just a touch for me. Cool. Nice. Chest up. Beautiful. Cool. Nice. Relax. That looks amazing. Right? Just from a small rotation, right? Try not to contract this pec too much. Just rotate the shoulder around. Perfect. Breathe all the air out. Cool. And then from there, I really like the transition where we hit this into this. So I bring that quad to the front. You've got gnarly quads, so we need to use those.
Like, rotate this foot more? Or
No, leave the foot your back foot in the exact same spot, and then make like a right angle with your feet. Don't lean back. Remember, judges are down there. So much better, man. And then roll this forward. Look at that. Yes. And now, say, hold this, don't move. So see how your right foot's back?
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. And then externally rotate. Cool. Remember, anything that's behind you is gonna look smaller. Because you'll see it on stage as well. People that only pose in front of a mirror, and they'll get on stage and they'll set up and they'll be like, fuck, I can't see myself. I don't know what to do, right? It just needs to become second nature. You just need to think your way through it. So that's one bit of advice I would give is pose not in front of a mirror and film it and watch it back. You'll see the difference night and day. But just keep practicing, man. You got all the right pieces there. We just got to just continually get through it.
Oh my God.
Much, how are you?
Everyone's fucking here.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
I'm working even when I'm not working, mate. Let me tell you. Hashtag on my grind.
Commander of the armies of the North.
We're back. Where is Kayla? Kayla's training right now. Hey, Lar, where are you?
Where are you?
I just need some of these for real life, so I'm actually 6 foot tall. Oh, I'm just opening up some hip space right now. Just elongating that rectoris femoris. Just trying to open up the hip space right now. Right, so I think if we do like adductor, abductor, hamstring curl, RDL, and then like 2 pull downs, or like a pull down in a row, like that'll be plenty. We won't need much. And then we'll get the fuck out of here. Training shirtless in the gym, yes or no? I think posing in the gym is fine. I don't know about training shirtless in the gym. I might draw the line there. "49 reps. The 49 makes me so mad for 2 reasons. One, you did 49 reps.
You know what's worse is the week before I did 53.
But the other thing that annoyed me was the fact that it was not 50. That would make me so mad. No, so mad.
But
It's fine.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's fine. It's fine. Fucking everyone needs to calm down just for a quick second. Put the half the stack. The fucking banger. I need one more. Yo. What is it? It's like you're an accessory in my movie, but you just don't know about it. I'm about to show you something right now. I'm about to show you the Mitch Taylor dance move. This is the one dance move that Mitch Taylor will do at the club every time.
So he's like in a partial Mars.
That's the Mitch Taylor move. If you know, you know. Like that. Every time. Stop! Don't patronize me.
Actually, they jet set, dude. You've been training him?
I actually have been training him. Unhinged. The gym's kind of empty today. Have you ever heard the frog in boiling water reference?
No.
This is so good. It's actually applicable to so many things in life. So, if you take a frog and put it into boiling water, the frog's gonna be like, fuck this, I'm gonna get out. Right?
Yep.
But if you take a frog, put it in cold water, and you slowly heat that water up over time, eventually the frog's just gonna be so like acclimatized as the water temperature gets hotter and hotter that eventually the water's gonna be boiling and then the frog's gonna boil to death. So it's like, if you slowly acclimatize to a negative scenario over a long period of time, you don't realize how bad it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you automatically jump into a shit scenario, you're like, this is shit, I don't wanna be in it anymore, I need to get out. But if it slowly goes that way over a long period of time and you're just like, no, this is normal, this is how it's supposed to be. Get the ears out. Would you pull it out? Basically what I'm trying to say is, get out of the fucking boiling water, cunt. I gotta stop saying the C word because of you and Taylor. I say the C word all the time now, and I shouldn't. I need to put my ears back in. Like I need to put them in. I can't say. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. My finger just can't hold on to it. Really unfortunate. Yep. We're gonna play the game today with my music. Are you kidding me? I've been looking for this for like 3 days. Fuck. That'll be the biggest thing that destroys me in 10 years' time. Is like looking back and being like, if I had have been switched on, if I had have been better, like what more could I have accomplished? And they say it's like the idea of hell after dying is meeting the person that you could have become if you actually applied yourself. I'm like, that's a scary fucking thought, man. That man is wearing a San Antonio Spurs Andrew Gaze jersey. That's the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, he technically didn't play for the Spurs, but he was on the Spurs roster. I need to ask this man if he bought that or if he made that. That is insane. I haven't done a deficit deadlift in maybe 4 years, so I don't know how this is gonna go. It's been a while since we've had a never back down reference. 7 years. All right, let's go. I swear, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna chop my fucking finger off. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I was actually pretty happy with that, to be honest with you. 2024 is the year of quality, not quantity. And that goes for everything. The gym, your job, the people you surround yourself with, the things you do. If you remove the bullshit, remove the quantity of things, and improve the quality of things, crazy how much that type of shit can make such a difference. The prep that I did before the one where I turned pro was so hate-fueled. And I mean that in a sense that I was fueled by loss, I was fueled by pain, I was fueled by the I'm not good enough. And it was so mentally taxing to have to G myself up from a negative standpoint every single fucking time I walked into the gym. It was so draining. And I think that's what we're talking about balance, is like from a negative standpoint, positive standpoint, is that the prep after that was fueled by I am good enough, I deserve this, I need to be rewarded for my actions. Like it was from a place of love, loving training, loving bodybuilding, loving dieting, loving the cardio, loving everything. It wasn't a hatred and a need to prove people wrong. It was more of like I need to prove people right, that believe in me, that know that I'm capable of accomplishing X, Y, and Z. And it's crazy how like mentally draining hate is. It's a place that I never want to be ever again. Put that. Yep. All right, let's hit some back touch-ups and get out of here. It's good. It's a really good movement. It's a really good attachment. Like you're slightly internally rotated. It's really good. One back offset and then we'll do a pull down. Yo, it's so chill, dude. Excited. It's like the waves were like, whoa. And I came in like, whoa. So I was like excited. What? You're so locked in right now. Just finished. Hamstrings and, huh? Yeah, I couldn't make a fist because of my finger. Then backed off to a deficit 220. So I stood on a plate.
Nice.
Yeah. Way better, way better. Like obviously extra range. The tension on my hands weren't as bad and my ribs were really good today. The loads killed me. So I was really happy with that. So we did adductors, abductors, lying hamstring, RDL, standing hamstring. Then one close grip row, one wide grip pull down and some pull throughs. So a full posterior day. Yeah, it was really good. My arms look fucking tiny today because all I've done is train legs. We had to work around some things today, so obviously finger didn't play along, ribs aren't playing along, but we worked around it. Yeah, so we worked around some things today. Still got a good session. Still deficit deadlifted RDL 220. Hamstrings, bit of back, bit of posing. That was good. No, today was a good session. It was a great session. Big Gang Wednesdays, vibes, happy days. I need to eat a meal, I'm so hungry. We out. Hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. We'll see you in the next one.